they're working at 110%, so I need to make sure I am too. It gave me a bit of a chip on my shoulder, whereas now I think I wear it more as a badge of honor. You will not stop me. I will not be stopped. And I always say I kind of fell into boxing. It was a sport that I hadn't massively had an eye on or very much intended to be a part of. I went to the gym one day and it just seems like I never left. It seems like I found my thing. I found my love, I found my passion. Doing what was known, or what is still known as a white collar show, so a very small scale, low level kind of boxing competition. Total of 4 of those, and then was approached to go professional, which to me at the time seemed absolutely mental. Obviously a lot of heavy criticism regardless of my performance or win, not taking into account that I love the sport, dedicated to the sport, train just as hard as everyone else, work just as hard as everyone else. I put all the same effort in, but you're going to look at me differently just because of my background. I think that was my moment of, all right, fine, no worries, I'll show you. It gave me a bit of a chip on my shoulder, whereas now I think I wear it more as a badge of honor. Winning that first major title gave me some sort of like validation of like, no, you're supposed to be here, you can compete, you're doing well. And then it helps with other people, kids, whichever, come from similar areas, backgrounds of boxing, and them to go, actually, you know what, I don't need to do it exactly like that route. I can still achieve, do well, progress through the sport, coming through a different avenue or a different route. My biggest, the most obvious achievement to date is my most recent fight. For all the glitz and glam and how fantastic it was to do a stadium show, and that is something that's very special for me to be able to pull that off and do it in my hometown and still get the win and win an interim world heavyweight title as well. All those things lined up as one, probably culminates in my biggest achievement and my favourite to date. Strength to me is defiance in the face of any adversity. You will not stop me. I will not be stopped. I have made this decision, set this plan in motion, and I will see it through to the end. I always very much focus on the other half of making sure I'm working harder than the other person, even if it's figuratively imaginative. I don't know what they're up to. They could be having a week off laying in bed, but in my head, they're working at 110%, so I need to make sure I am too. Mirafit, find your strength.